Some of the major events that happened during George Washington's presidency are the Whiskey Rebellion, Washington issuing the Neutrality Proclamation, Vermont, Kentucky, and Tennessee being built in the United States of America. Now, to start off with the Whiskey Rebellion, with the Whiskey Rebellion, this basically meant that farmers protested or rebelled against, people protested or rebelled against the whiskey tax. Now, the whiskey tax was basically a tax on whiskey, and why this made the people furious, because people back then loved whiskey. Most of them loved whiskey, and the whiskey tax was basically like the money was increasing for buying whiskey, and some of them were poor and they couldn't buy it, right? So because of that, farmers and people protested. Thousands of people protested against this whiskey tax. Secondly, Washington issued the Neutrality Proclamation, which meant that the United States would not support Britain nor France in the war. Now, the reason for Washington doing this or issuing this is because the United States did not have a good army or navy back then, and he didn't want to get war from Britain or France, because, for instance, if the United States supported France, which they were going to, then Britain might have launched war on them, and they might have, lost a lot of stuff, which they didn't want to. So Washington basically did not want to get involved in European affairs, and that is why he issued the Neutrality Proclamation. So this basically meant that the United States would stay neutral with both nations. With all nations, but especially with Britain and France. Now, under George Washington's presidency, Vermont was founded in the United States in 1791, Kentucky in 1792, and Tennessee in 1796. All these three states expanded the United States geographically, those are some of the major events that happened during George Washington's presidency. Okay, here is the trailer now.